welcome. So today I want to talk to you about a topic that actually came up in one of my coaching groups, which is how do you track progress? This is really important because the way that you track progress in your weight loss journey is really going to be a huge determiner on the mindset that you're going to have going forward, sticking to your program and doing everything that you are supposed to do consistently to achieve results. So I'm going to share these tips with you and I want you to take note. If you know somebody who can benefit from it, then I want you to go ahead and share this video. And hey, start a watch party. Let's make this a community effort, a friend circle effort, a woman-to-woman effort of becoming healthier and happier. So, my name is Mubarakah Ibrahim and I am your health and happiness coach. And today we are talking about how to track progress. I'm just going to pull my computer up in front of me because I want to make sure that I can see all your comments. Alright, there we go. So, if you are joining me, why don't you tell me where you're joining me from? I would love to know how far we are reaching and who is with us. Alright, so here I am. Hey, wa alaikum salam, Adasha. So, today let's talk about progress. So if you have tried to lose weight or reduce the size of your belly or slim down your thighs, you know it's going to take some effort, it's going to take some time. And if you find that you keep starting and stopping and then starting over, then it could be the way that you are actually measuring your progress. So I do not want you to think that the scale is not important, but it is not as important as you think. So today we're going to talk about how do we measure progress in a way that keeps us motivated and keep us going towards our goal. So number one, if your goal is weight loss or any particular fitness goal, be it, hey, I want to learn how to do a military push-up or I want to learn how to run a 10-minute mile, whatever that is for you, you have to create 3 measurements of progress. 3 measurements of progress. So this is what keeps you going when you really feel like, oh my God, the scale is not going anywhere. Well, the scale isn't the only measurements of success because weight is a combination of all of the things that's going on in your body, right? It's the water count, it's how much muscle you have, it's how much fat you have, it's the density of your bones, it's all of that put together. And when people want to lose weight, they're mainly focusing on removing the excess fat, right? So when we say weight loss, we really mean fat loss because somebody can lose weight and it's water weight and it's not actually fat. So you actually don't make permanent changes. But if you have 3 measurements of success, then you will always be able to see that you are progressing, even sometimes when you think you're not. So I recommend that you have a physical way of tracking your progress, a fitness way of tracking your progress, and a nutrition way of tracking your progress. So what does that mean? When I say physical, that would be the scale, right? My goal is to lose 40 pounds, right? If that is your goal. That is an actual physical number. Or it could be, I want to reduce my body fat to 25%, right? It is a physical number. You're trying to create a physical change in your body. So it can be scale weight, it can be body fat percentage, it can be BMI, it can be clothes size, it can be measurements. All of these are physical ways to track your progress. Now, the second one is a fitness goal, right? A lot of people skip this. So a fitness goal is something that you can do that you cannot do physically right now that you would like to be able to, right? So for some people, it may be, hey, I want to be able to do 10 military push-ups in a row, or I'm going to be able to do 10 pull-ups in a row. I want to, right now, I'm walking a 13-minute mile. I'd like to get to a point where I can run a mile in 10 minutes. Those are fitness goals, right? That's how you know that you're getting stronger, you're getting faster, you're getting fitter. Often people will say, well, when I ask them their goal, I want to be fit, but they aren't quantifying it. So I want you to quantify the fitness level that you want, right? And don't make small goals, make big lofty goals, right? And it's okay for you to do that. If you've never gotten up and consistently exercised a day in your life and you want to be able to run a 10-minute mile, you can certainly do that. And that can be a goal. It's the only thing that you're determined is what's realistic as far as how long it's going to take you to get there. So don't set small goals, set big goals to give you something to reach for. When it comes to nutrition goals, most people have an idea of some basic healthy eating habits that they need, right? But what you need to do is you need to identify one that you're going to say, I have reached this goal when I have drunk all the water that I need to drink every day for 30 days, right? You're tracking this nutrition. My goal is to make sure that I eat a dark leafy green at least 3 days a week for the entire month, right? And you're actually tracking, okay? I ate collard greens today, I ate mustard greens on Thursday, I ate spinach on Saturday. You're actually tracking. That's another really important thing, writing down, tracking. If you are not at your ideal weight, your ideal fitness level, your ideal body shape, then you should have a fitness journal. It is an absolute must. That's a little extra. I don't think I included that. That's a little extra thing we're going to give you. So, you want to make sure that you're tracking. So, what are you trying to achieve in your nutrition? What is the fitness goal you like to achieve, and what are the physical goals you like to achieve? Now, when you are doing these goals, the most important thing is that they are quantifiable, that you are putting a number on it, right? Even though it sounds nice to say, well, I just want to be healthier. Well, I just want to be fit. Well, I just want to feel confident in my body. You'll never achieve that if you don't put an actual quantifiable number on it, right? Because fitness for one person, so if you have 5 women who are all walking, taking 15 minutes to walk a mile, right? And they all say, well, I just want to be fit. One woman, her definition may be, hey, if I can walk this mile in 14 minutes, I feel fit. Someone else may say, well, if I can actually run in 12 minutes, then I will be that fit. And somebody else may say, hey, I want to get back to my high school track days and do an 8-minute mile. Everyone will have a different level of fitness. So if you don't define your level of fitness, you're never going to achieve it, and you're going to always feel like you're reaching, right? And it's okay to achieve it and then set another goal and set another goal. Health and fitness is a journey. It is not a destination, kind of like, oh, well, once I get to this weight, then that will be it. I don't ever have to eat healthy again. No, you're going to have to continue to do it. You're going to have to continue to exercise. So you need to make sure your goal is quantifiable. Setting those SMART goals, specific, measurable, right? Attainable, realistic, and timely. So that's a part of what we're talking about. They need to be quantifiable. And they need to have a deadline, right? How many times have people said, oh, well, it's okay. I know it's going to take a long time, so I'm just going to start nice and slow, and I get there when I get there. Again, that sounds nice, but that's why you keep starting and stopping, because you don't have a deadline for yourself. Give yourself a birthday, give yourself New Year's, give yourself an anniversary, give yourself 40 days from now. It doesn't have to be a significant event. Whatever it is, it must have a deadline. I want to lose 80 pounds in 1 year, right? It's a deadline. You write that date down. I want to be able to run a 10-minute mile by January 1st. You write that date down, because if you don't have a deadline for yourself, then you're going to procrastinate. We all do it. You're going to skip more workouts than you're supposed to. We all do it. You're going to have more cheat days than you probably should. We all do it, because there's no urgency to what you want, right? You have to create your own urgency, right? Give yourself. This is one of the reasons why challenges work well in getting people a kickstart, because it gives you a deadline. It says, you're going to do this for 40 days, and this is the date that I'm striving towards. I want to see how much weight I can lose before this time. I want to see how many inches I can lose, how much body fat I can lose. And you actually have a date, right? And then when things get really boring or hard or monotonous, and it's day 33, you can in your mind say, you know what? I said 40 days, we're almost there, right? So you have to give yourself a deadline. A goal without a deadline is just a dream, right? We set goals. We don't just dream about it. The other thing that's super important is you must compare yourself to yourself. That is so important. We are living in the age of social media where we're constantly comparing ourselves to what other people portray as their life, their success, their fitness level, all of those other things, right? We're comparing. But your biggest competition is you. Your goal is to be better, faster, stronger, thinner, lighter than you were yesterday, than you were last week, than you were 1 rep ago, right? Always try to outdo yourself. So if your last workout, you were able to do, lift 10 pounds, go this workout and try to lift 12, right? Make your goal every single day. Not just about, hey, my goal is to lose 10 pounds this month, but what are you going to do to get to that 10 pounds? How many workouts do you have to do? When people ask me, well, how do you stay motivated to exercise? Because you have to set goals constantly, not just on a weekly basis, not just on a daily basis, but I set a goal before I go into the gym for every single workout, right? The night before, I look at what my workouts were last week and say, you know what? Even if my workout is, hey, I said I was going to lift this particular weight for 3 consecutive leg days. So today, my goal is to lift the same amount of weight, the same amount of reps, hopefully be less sore, do it with much more ease, pay attention to my form. It's my 3rd workout for this particular workout. You have to have a goal set in mind every single time. Now, the last thing is the most important. Stay consistent. Most people don't give a program enough time to work. You did not gain 50 pounds in 21 days, or in 30 days, or in 40 days. You are not going to lose 50 pounds in 21 days, in 30 days, or in 4 days. You have to stay consistent. Everybody's body reacts differently to change. And so when you adopt any program, and I say this to women who are inside of my programs, and I say it if you're following any other program, you need to give the program at least 40 days of consistency before you say, this is not for me. Why? Because if you don't give it 40 days, it's not going to be lasting results. Why do I say 40 days? 40 days is the average time that it takes for your body literally to rebuild all of the cells in your body. So if you are, for example, deciding that, you know what, I'm going to really increase all of the fruits and vegetables in my diet. So if that's your goal, do it for 40 days. Because your body, of course you'll start feeling better, but your body isn't making that complete transition until about 40 days. A lot of people will say, well, what about the 21 days? It takes 21 days to break a habit. It takes 21 days. There's actually really no science behind that. And when the researchers looked at that philosophy, they found that it really varies depending on what type of change you're trying to make. The original concept of 21 days being the time that it takes to create a habit was actually a hypothesis of a plastic surgeon who found that when people had reconstructive surgery on their nose or parts of their face, it took them about 21 days to adjust to their new look. And so that began this philosophy of 21 days to change a habit. I have no idea how it skipped from plastic surgery to health habits, but that's a whole nother story. Anyway, researchers actually did a research where they looked at how long does it actually take someone to change and make that change a habit. And what they found in the end, that it varied anywhere from 10 days all the way up to almost a year, depending on how difficult, how much physical effort the person had to put in that habit. So if it was something simple like, hey, I'm going to drink water every day, it actually took less time because there was less energy to exert in order for somebody to drink water on a daily basis for them to make it a habit. And a habit meant that you are doing it without thinking about it intentionally, that it just becomes second nature. But when they had people to commit to things like doing 10 push-ups a night or running or walking this amount of time, there was much more physical effort put out to do the activity, and so it took longer for it to become a habit for that person. When you're making a lifestyle change in choosing foods and changing the way that you move, this is going to take a lot of physical effort for you. So you need to give yourself a longer time. It's not just about doing something for a week. Give yourself a good 40 days and being consistent and being able to see your body respond to the way you're eating and the way you're moving. So hopefully that was helpful for you. It can help you set up the right mindset in order for you to achieve your goals. I'm Mubarakah Ibrahim. I am your health and happiness coach. I will be here on Facebook on a daily basis giving you tips on how to live a healthier, happier life. So make sure you hit the follow, the subscribe to my live, share the video, start a watch party. Let's make it a party, people. All right? Assalamu alaikum.